I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
We'll move on from that. James, Paul Tompkins has said, and we've said it in part one, the season pretty much starts here.
Starts right here, starts against Norwich.
Yes, we need to get points on the board.
We don't just need to put in, not just the points, we need to put in a serious performance. We need to batter them. We need to kick the shit out of them.
Right.
We need a back page of every paper saying Liverpool 4, Norwich 0. An absolute dicking. For confidence, and Rodger,
I don't deny it. I don't deny it.
Do you know what I mean? It might not happen, but that's what we need. We
deserve it.
We deserve it for the way we've been playing.
Can I just pose a counterpoint that perhaps what we just need is a fucking win? Let's worry about dicking teams. Dicking teams can come. I'm happy to snot the shit out of teams week in, week out. Can we just get a win first?
But when was the last time that we won?
Norwich last season. Suarez scored from the halfway line.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Chelsea, the end of last season. Yeah. We've had, you're right. We don't do it anywhere near. Off of the fact that we young boys, we scored 5, and we were all going, what?
Yeah, it's just for me. That's what I want to see. Of course, I'd take a 1-0. Of course, I would. But I want.
You're fucking better. I'm telling you now. This 4-0 shit. You're going to Twitter. Disgraced. 2-0. What a fucking disgrace. Rodger's out. No. Steve. We do just. It is right though. Okay. Yes, it'd be lovely to go and win, but would you take an ugly win?
Yes.
Just to get the 3 points.
Very much so. We definitely need it.
What kind of ugly win would you like to see?
One of them own goals, like against young boys, will do. One of them.
Are we talking Carlos Tevez ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just his neck.
Just his neck ugly.
Just as a person.
I'd take Carlos Tevez and Frank Ribery's love child ugly win.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and have it being held by Johnny Lescott. Yeah. War. Let's anyone else with life-changing.
Who else can we slag off? Is that a really horrible
performances that we can have a laugh at? Like anyone? Simon Weston going at it, like, you know what I mean? God, I think not. Anyway, coming into this, obviously Norwich sitting pretty one place above us in the table with an enviable form guide of a loss, 3 draws and a defeat.
Look at them outside their relegation zone, they're bastards.
Oh God, yeah.
Dizzy heights.
Clinging onto their coattails as we speak, but they've conceded 8 and scored 2. So I think, Mike, it's fair to say that both sides actually need a win from this game. Definitely. New manager for them and all.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about Norwich and also win, to be honest with you.
But 2-0. But I think actually going back, we were talking about the stats in part 1. I've still got them. There they are. There's the beauties. They make me sound like I know what I'm talking about. I can find the bastards. Norwich, yes. As far as teams in the bottom half go, they're about the relegation zone. They're playing a lot better than their position would dictate, just from chances created. I mean, they've created a grand total of 52, 9 chances created per minute. Yes, got through it. Whereas, as I've mentioned on the subscriber show, Reading created a grand total of 21, 18.19 minutes per chance created. So Reading deserve to be where they are because they're shit. Whereas Norwich, Steve, perhaps they had a good season last season. They played some good football. They've not got Lambert in charge anymore, but they're not just going to be garbage overnight.
Definitely not. I say Chris Hughton's the manager already. Yeah, he's good manager. Birmingham
Newcastle and before that made his name, didn't he? I was shocked actually when obviously Newcastle booted him for Pardew. It all seems to have borne out now, but at the time I remember thinking he was a little bit hard done by.
I think their fans felt that as well at the time.
Yeah, most definitely. Very good manager. I mean, any Norwich fans, and I'm sure Ben Carr, who follows both, for watching this. Ben, let us know. Is he any good? People like him. There we go. There's our research done. We're looking into ourselves. Just comment below. Wiki, get on the wiki. Steve, is this the game for Sahin and Asaidi, or do we try and stick as close to the team that started? Mike Shitton's there, but we'll come to him.
I think we stick as close as we can.
Yeah,
definitely. I think Enrique will come in for Kelly.
God no! Can't we just leave Johnson at left back and bring another right back in?
Forever.
We have lots of them.
I'd play on some wisdom. I'd play on some wisdom. I wouldn't have any qualms with that. But
Enrique just feels like he should have Benny Hill music playing behind him.
in the box, like, you know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh, can I just point out, though, you're slagging him, but he's the FIFA 13 celebrity champion or something, isn't he?
No.
Well then.
No, fucking come on.
Yeah,
First bit of silverware we've won
Jose,
this
if you're watching, I want you to game of FIFA, lad.
Challenged.
Done.
The gauntlet has been thrown down, Jose. Dare you step up?
Don't you need to buy FIFA?
Got the demo there.
He won 2 copies as his prize. Like, you know, just Jose swing as a copy. I won't be playing it. Pez all the way, lad. But yeah. Anyway, no. I think James, the idea at the minute of Enrique coming in does slightly fill me with a cold dread. Like,
he did have a good start to last season.
What happened to him?
I felt so assured the first couple of games, and he's so strong and
he was brilliant when we first came in.
Composed, and his defensive. It was probably because we hadn't had a natural defensive.
He was a
back in so long, but. And what I like about Enrique, and he's coming for loads of criticism, I like how confident he is on the ball. I think that's to his credit. I just think that sometimes he reminds me of Ryan Babel in the way that he knows he can beat a man, so he likes to hold on, to linger on the ball, to draw someone in and then try and beat him. And when he does, you think, why have you waited 5 minutes to beat a man when you could have fucking passed it?
Fit in with what Rodgers wants.
No, he doesn't.
It shows you, doesn't it? What's that? Who's that? Is it Jordi Alba, the Spanish left back? When you consider, because we were wondering last season before we paid any attention to tiki taka and what have you, like, why doesn't Enrique get anywhere near the Spanish side? And
then you see why.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
And then like €12 million as well, which is a bargain.
Yeah, but they did let him go in the first place. He was in the bar.
Yeah, but that's what they do, don't they? Like, you know, you just have them on a reel. You know what I mean? There you go, cast them out into the ocean. Like, fancy a bit of you, back. Come on,
Are we not going to throw down in the? Or is that?
There's left back.
There's plenty of places you'd choose to throw down.
Left back is not one of them.
No, I get the impression with Down, and I think he's a fine option. To be honest, if we were playing Norwich at home,
I wouldn't mind that.
If we were playing Norwich at home, I think maybe, but I think away from home, you need to be a little bit more careful.
I think Johnson's playing too well.
Yeah,
is that?
I think that's also a very good point.
At left back, I think.
We not bring Flanagan in.
I think I'd rather have Wisdom than Flanagan.
I don't know what's happened to Flanagan, has he? He seems to have put...
He's vanished off down the pecking order, certainly, because it was very clear, wasn't it, the last season, it was Johnson, Kelly, Flanagan as the order, and even Flanagan would come in and he covered at left back as well. You know,
he had some cracking games.
He's a smashing little player, I think, but I get the feeling, I don't know, maybe, I mean, but look at it, why has Jack Robinson not been coming in to left back? It's probably the same argument. He probably thinks they're a little raw, and at the minute I think you can afford to gamble on attacking players, because if they fuck something up, they just fuck it up and chances wasted. Whereas full-backs, positional sense in that, in the modern game, if your full-back lets you down, you've conceded a goal.
His Wisdom's jumped ahead of him now as well after the very good performance he put in.
Which is funny, mate. Actually, I'm glad I've got you there, because you were saying, and not to call you on this, basically wasn't a massive fan of Wisdom, and saying that it looked like he didn't have what it takes. Salmon had stepped above him. But moving to right back, I mean, I thought he was garbage in pre-season right back. And I don't mean to say that about 18-year-olds, but I mean, I've gone over the top for the season.
No, you know what it was the point I was trying to make, though. He didn't look like he was going to cut it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He had the blinder the other night, so fair play to the lad. He stepped up. And honestly, I mean, I watched a lot of him playing, and there's probably people out there who do as well, playing in the reserves and playing in the next gen series as a centre half, and he got caught out quite a bit.
But in the Micah Richards sort of way, like positionally kind of thing.
That's very similar. Yeah, but Micah Richards hasn't done bad for himself, has he? So
I think he's perhaps a better fullback than him.
Yeah.
Steve is headed against Young Boys. Boom.
Quality winner, yeah. Right.
Where does that come from?
I haven't got it.
You mean you haven't got an incredible vertical leap?
No, definitely not.
James, it was a beast, wasn't it?
It was quite something.
if I come out of nothing as well, like, you know, just think you're like, oh, corner, and then he just rises.
We don't score from corners. No. We don't score from corners. We used to, but we haven't for quite a long time.
Under Roy Hodgson. But that's about it. Like, but I would be. I mean, it looks like we've been working on our set pieces a lot. We had one against United, didn't we? We played a cute one to the edge of the box. And it was Gerrard has the shot, doesn't he? And it's kind of thing that you missed. I was out in my seat. I thought it was in. One of them. One of them. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Well, to be honest, look, going back to the side. I mean, obviously Borini out. We've basically got a slot in the front three. I think there's an argument to be made. Suso could well keep that place, but I would like to think that if Fasadi's a winger, and we've signed him for that job, and he's not done anything wrong as yet to our eyes. I mean, we don't see him in training. Then surely this is as good a game as any for him to start getting his.
Obviously, I would imagine he'll play against West Brom. So it'll be interesting to see what he does against the Premier League.
Very much. I must qualify this as ever. We're filming this on a Tuesday night with a game in between. So when you start specking outside, you'll know far better than us who's fit and available. How many other horrific injuries we've picked up in the interim.
Oh God!
That's Steve Clark once again gives us a footballing lesson. But no, I mean, for me, I mean, just to throw one out there. Has anyone got anyone thought of a potential 11, or do you want me to throw one out?
I would throw one out, and I'll disagree with it if I see fit.
I'll shoot it down as necessary. Like, okay,
Reina.
Go on, Mike.
I think it'll be Reina. I think Enrique's going to come in for the Norwich game, so it'll be Enrique left back, and I think he'll go. I'm going to stick my neck on the line on Quartes.
Yeah.
Quartes, Skirtle, Johnson, and then who comes in for Shelvey? Sahin comes in for Shelvey, and Suso, I think, could come in for
stay on the left.
Stay on the left. Could come in for Borini.
It's a nice option because it's very much. But Rodgers likes having proper balance in that way, and not you can have it in the traditional sense, left foot to left side, right foot to right side. But what he likes in the sort of Barcelona mould is crossing them over and having your sort of inverted wingers, so to speak, which would definitely play into that, having the left-footed option rather than again Borini right foot. You're playing someone out of position to accommodate. Go on, Steve. Anything you want to shoot down?
No, not really.
Fuck off,
I do think Downing will play though.
Really?
I don't know why. I just think he will.
I've got a feeling as well.
Yeah.
I think he'll
come in for Borini.
Do you?
Yeah. I think it'll be.
Well, why would you think left back?
Yeah. I think he'll get thrown. I don't think Rodgers rates Enrique at all.
Good chance.
I really don't. And I think I can see him throwing down in now. I think Suso will come off the bench as well.
I think, as we all know, I'm a Jordan Henderson fan, but I think he deserves a definitely a Premier League start, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Completely couldn't agree more. I think he got a little bit. It was a little bit sold down the river against the Manx because he came on as the troubleshooter. But actually, again, whoa, hang on, we've got stats for this. Or have we? Jordan, yes, Hendo. Right, everyone's been raving about Suso, and we were talking about in the subscriber show. We were talking about Scholes' amazing passing. Jordan Henderson, against Man United, total passes 11, total accurate passes 11, pass completion 100%. Get in. Jordan. I mean, okay, it's only 11 passes. Like, you know what I mean? So if he could he keep that up for the full game? No, but you know, he came on. He was very tidy in what he did. He put pressure on. Harried well, and I thought he had a very good game against young boys as well, and definitely to push him back up the pecking order. And of course, with a couple of injuries and with Shelvey suspension, I think he deserves.
It's almost like he stepped up in that young boys game.
It was.
Someone I commented about it after the game on Twitter, and someone made a very, very good point that when he plays in the same team as Gerrard, he kind of has the problem Lucas used to have, that he was in awe of playing with Gerrard. And
if he's just doing my job, give it to Gerrard.
Gerrard's bits and pieces, man, basically, like, as opposed to being his own, doing his own job.
Whereas and we saw that with Lucas when Gerrard was out. Lucas stepped up, and I think Hendo.
Even fucking Spain had stepped up in the absence of Gerrard.
Igor Biscard.
Igor. No, you're right. I think there is certainly an element of that. But what I keep forgetting, he's England under-21 captain, and you see on the pitch he's a leader. He orders people around and stuff, and I always feel like he's become a bit tame.
Yeah, what I loved about the young boys' performance is he bollocked someone when they give it away on, and he ended up conceding a corner from it, which you didn't see him do, especially when Gerrard or someone's in the team, you know what I mean? He absolutely bollocked. I think it might have been Enrique.
Yeah.
He absolutely teared him, like, which you want to see. Definitely.
Well, that's right, and that's it.
I think Rodger's just being cute. I think he's being clever with Henderson. I think because he played so much last season and he got a lot of heat, I think he's taking him out the firing line. Because he obviously clearly rates him. And he,
well, I think there's a question, does he though? Because obviously there's no rumours that we tried to ship him off to Fulham.
I don't think that was it.
I hope that's bollocks, but I think there's an issue. I don't think we quite know in that. If we're talking about those three midfield roles, James, you know, you've got your holding mid, then you've got the other top end, you've got your attacking, and then you've got the man who sort of links it together. Jordan Henderson doesn't quite fit any of those roles.
He doesn't, but he's price tag aside, all the hype and criticism. He's dead young still, and he can still evolve. Lucas has evolved.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I've got a lot of faith in Henderson now, and I slacked him off last season. I'll be honest, I was not one of his biggest fans.
Yeah,
but I'm coming out the
Well, I've forgotten something. Who's back in the squad? Who could play on that left hand side?
Oh shit, I know that.
It's not Joe Cole, is it?
It's Joe Cole.
I forgot he was even there.
He's back in training.
Oh, come on. I've got. You know what? I had a little thing. Was watching being Liverpool.
We were inside the doctor's office.
He's always got a smile on his face, Joe Cole. He doesn't.
I wonder if I could pay 120 grand to sit on my arse and fucking do the occasional video diary, like, you know.
Yeah.
Which is only half of what I do, you know what I mean? No, I don't get me wrong. Look, I understand. We were talking about. We're going to be coming on to talk about being Liverpool reviewing the first part on the subscribe show. If you're watching this part of the show on YouTube, do check it out. But Joe Cole, I just got that feeling like, yeah, he's not brilliant, but he's still one of those players who has a habit of scoring shitty deflected goals, and he does do things. He's not a shit footballer, and against teams like Norwich and against teams like Reading and all that, he is better than the players they've got, so we should be able to do.
I think Joe Cole's problem is under Rodgers is going to be that Joe Cole hasn't got a position.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't got a position. He's not. He's just got a few tricks. He doesn't actually bring anything to the team. No. You can't rely on Joe Cole to do anything.
He's a luxury player again, isn't he?
He is. He's a luxury. Exactly. He's a luxury player. He's a floating player. You don't.
Yeah, but he's a luxury like a fucking tea cozy, like, you know what I mean? Not many people would choose that kind of luxury to have. You know what I mean? There are luxuries and there are like genuine extravagance, eccentricities. Is what it is, like, you know what I mean?
His luxury is like a swimming pool. There's Joe Cole.
Yeah, basically like that's it. Like essentially, he's like a luxury like having those England flags on your car.
Oh.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, well done.
I thought you were going to
technically, well done. They're a luxury that technically gets you worse value on your fuel consumption in your car. Brilliant.
That's a good analogy.
And make you look a bit of a tit. Just on a side note to that, I was going back a while, and I remember seeing someone with them on, and it was on the build up to a European Championships or whatever. And I was thinking, what fucking knobheads! It's like 2 months till the fucking tournament. These dickheads have got these flags out already. It's St George's Day, mate. Alright, okay, fair play. Anyway, I don't know. Joe Cole, I mean, again, just having someone like him on the bench, I think he makes our subs bench better than not having him on the bench. You'd rather have him on the bench than a fucking centre half.
Another centre half.
Yeah. Which is not exactly the biggest compliment
high praise.
anyone's ever paid Joe Cole.
You'd rather have him on the bench than Charlie Adam.
Yeah. Yes, why not? Okay then, score predictions. James. Are you going to go for
7-0?
Well, yeah. Look,
they're all following them anyway.
I would take a 1-0, but I'm going to go for a 4-1.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm not fucking about today.
Who scores then? Goals? I want to know.
We share them around.
Yeah, we do.
Joe Cole gets hat-tricks.
And sets up the other one.
Yeah.
Just their goal.
Yeah.
I'll take a 1-0 all day, but I can't see. We look like we can see every game we're going to play, don't we?
4-1.
4-1. No, I'll go 3-1.
Right, Mike.
2-0.
2-0. You're thinking 2-0? You're feeling confident, like
2-0.
Excellent. The thing is, going back to for me, I'm as always, I'm going to kill some time while I think of a result. The game... The filling, yes. Dead air is a crime. The game, the last season, where obviously Suarez scored the hat-trick, we didn't batter them in that game, per se. Suarez got really lucky with the first two goals. You know, they had moments of luck. Their left back...
There were two really good goals.
They were very good goals, but they all came from like daft little moments. Yeah. Like the first goal that he skins the guy out on the wing, doesn't he? He cocks up, he doesn't clear his lines or whatever. Scoring from the fucking halfway line's amazing, but ultimately it's not something that you don't rely on it. Just do that every game.
It's not a championship manager status in scoring from the halfway line.
Precisely. So yeah. So I people will expect us to batter them. But I think, I want us to win ugly. I want us to win. Carlos Tevez neck ugly, 1-0. Joe Cole.
I don't think we can win ugly in this formation. In this.
Well, we won ugly in the Europa League a couple of times. You know, okay, granted, Hart was an own goal, but the first leg against Gommel. Was that our own goal as well?
No, Stewie Downing, wasn't
it? But you know, it was we got through it essentially, like, you know what I mean. And I could see us. Hopefully, we need to learn how to do that. When you talk about system or not, we need to learn how to grind out results.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's.
But you grind out results against Stoke. Norwich on us.
Yeah, that's next week's show.
Norwich are there for the taking.
Yeah, they've got to.
They've got to be.
We've got to win.
Mould's gonna regret that.
Gonna regret it. It's at the James Sutton. Yes, brilliant. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks very much for joining us. If you're watching it on the subscriber show, you'll get to see us talking about Being Liverpool Part 1, which is coming up. We also pick the bones of the Man United game, talked about how we deal with those fans who reportedly making airplane gestures and all the singing and all that bollocks around it. It's fascinating. James was very handsome in the whole thing, where you're like, oh yes. So please do tune for that. It's free for the first month via PayPal. Like it, keep it, yada yada. Do check it out. Anyway, we're going to move on.